I think the first conversation was my approaching Donna Lopiano and indicating that we were making significant progress in what we were able to provide for women athletes and their opportunity to come here, be on scholarship, travel across the country, compete at a high level. All of those things were very positive. But there was a side of that that made me believe, and Donna concurred as we talked, that our athletes needed to be well aware of their privileged position and that they had a responsibility to give back. Out of those early conversations, Donna was a very interesting approach to a lot of things, and she was brilliant in a lot of ways because she overnight thought of an idea where we could go into the schools. Actually, we were going to go into the neighborhoods first and build basketball as a bridge. And that was going to involve cleaning up the courts. They were already in existence around the housing projects, put new nets up, paint the backboards, and have that a gathering spot and a place where athletes could come in contact with the young people in the community. And it wasn't named Neighborhood Longhorns in the beginning. Tom Penders was my counterpart on the men's side. Donna quickly approached DeLoss Dodds, and the idea started to really grow.
It's important to athletics because, you know, it shows and gives our young student athletes the ability to get out and do some community service kind of work. It's great for the kids in the program, but it's just as good for our kids to be able to get out and share their experiences and give some help to these young people that are, you know, have drive and abilities to be really, really good citizens. And so it's a positive thing for athletics. I mean, it's very good for us.
I think a lot of our student athletes grew up in similar situations. I think they can deeply appreciate being young, not being sure whether the kind of opportunities that have been afforded them today would ever exist. The old saying is, you can't be what you can't see. And so the role modeling that our student athletes provide for the Neighborhood Longhorns program, work hard in school, make good choices with regard to your friends. If you're talented, and all of us are, pick a talent, be passionate about it, and strive to be your best. Those are all important connections, and I do believe that our student athletes and coaches can certainly appreciate serving as role models for the 5,500 young people in that program.
It was a two-pronged approach. Our athletes needing to realize that a part of their responsibility is giving back, but probably the second thing, and the one that's grown and the one that people identify with now, is how many young people have been touched by just an opportunity to come to this campus. Ultimately, we hope that they succeed and have an opportunity to come here as college students, but really it's more broad-based than that. It's about higher education is there for everyone. These doors are open. You have to do the necessary things to go to make yourself available and qualified, but higher education should be a goal of many more young people than it has been in the past.
Well, one thing that athletics has done on this campus and campuses all over the country is being a place for first-generation students to go and to have success, and then, you know, that's twofold because they get an education, and then their kids and their grandkids, you know, have parents and grandparents that went to college. And so I think what this is doing is putting our student athletes out there, who a lot of them are first-generation students, showing the young people in Neighborhood Longhorns that this is possible, this is something you can do, this will change your world, but it will change your family's world for the rest, you know, rest of time.
I do think as Austin has become larger and as our campus has become more complex, that this program, while extremely successful, is sort of hard to find, doesn't receive a lot of notoriety, and it seems to me it's one of the very best programs that fits with the mission and core values of UT, to reach out and to transform lives. And I think right now it's our biggest challenge to, again, recreate that army of effort to provide funding, provide connection, and provide opportunity to allow this program to flourish. Even though it's not housed in athletics as it was at its origination, they're very close to us. If anything, they're family, and we want to be very supportive of Selena and her staff to make sure that this program continues to serve the youth of Austin.
Well, I think it's a little bit overwhelming to think about how the program has grown, and it has sustained itself and it's grown. But at the same time, I think we're ready for that next step. It's important to the schools. We hear that over and over. And when you have people that would like to participate, but the limiting factor is we don't have enough money to move into new schools and to meet the demands of the public education, then it's time for us to move to the next level. And obviously, I would like for this to become a program that people look at when they think about making charitable contributions, when they think about making financial gifts, that Neighborhood Longhorns is at the top of the list, because I think we all understand how important education is to young people and how it changes the world that we live in a very positive way.